All right, so I am going to attempt to make a recording of what students will see when they log in, just so that you are aware of how that's going to go. I apologize for the clunkiness that is probably going to happen throughout this video. First step, we want to go down here to apps in the bottom left. Again, this is for administering either a WCAS test or an SBA test. And so we want to go to Secure Test Browser. It's probably a good idea to check your students' Chromebooks about a week before we give the WCAS or SBA to make sure that they have the option of the secure browser on their Chromebooks. And this is the clunkiness that I had said. So, okay, very good. So once a student gets logged in, they can begin to put in their information, and again, all this information will be on the test ticket that you receive from Schlegel. And so pardon me, I just need to get to another screen on my computer so I can see what her login credentials are. The student ID that students enter is going to be the student ID that is on their test ticket, not their 900 number. And those two numbers are different. Some students probably already know this number because it is used for lots of stuff, testing-wise. But if they don't know it, again, it will be on their test ticket. Now this area down here is the session ID, which you will need to have created a test session to have access to. The WA will already be filled in. And in the instance of my test session, my code is 1A96 and followed by A92. I am not logging into a real SBA test here. I am logging into an interim practice test, which is the exact same process for logging into the real SBA. I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there so you did not think that I was doing the SBA for Bella. Okay, and so this will give the student a confirmation checking to see, is this you? The answer is yes. And then we need to, in the case of a student here, if we initiate the test sessions correctly, they will either have an SBA CAT or PT here, depending on which test you open. And this tile should be blue. Again, these yellow ones are the interim assessment. The blue is the correct one. So if you see a student that somehow has a yellow one, we have a problem. And so the student will need to click the session that they want to join, and they will be waiting for approval. This is where, on your end as the proctor, you need to be looking at your screen and waiting for approvals to populate. You may need to hit the refresh button to get the approval to pop up quickly, but it will often do it on its own about every 15 seconds or so. It is going to ask for an audio playback check. If you are a person who is giving an ELA CAT, you will need headphones for this. We can go ahead and test the audio here now. It's probably turned down. There we go. You'll hear a classroom full of those as you start this. So I heard the sound. They can look at their own test settings. They can get a help guide, I suppose. I don't know if these options are available on the real SBA. They are here for the interim. And then at that point, the student will be into the test. And so just a quick disclaimer, the actual thing that happens on the SBA may be ever so slightly different, but it should, for the most part, be pretty much exactly the same as what we just experienced with me logging into an interim. If you have any questions, need any help, or run into any snags, please call Schlegel or one of your grade level counselors.